Loaded show ahead here on today's edition of Ravens Rundown. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Justin Simmons, there is some momentum, according to reports, on the possibility of him signing with the Baltimore Ravens. We got a big update to get to here in just a moment. Also, Devin Leary, turning heads. We will tell you what quarterbacks coach T. Martin had to say about Leary coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do that, our new host over at the Bengals Breakdown, Stone Shields. What kind of name is Stone Shields, by the way? He is a lifelong Bengals fan, and he was talking smack and said there is no way that Ravens Rundown could get 300 likes on a video. He said most likes you guys have gotten on a video this month is 201. And I said, Stone, you sound stoned. We are easily going to get 300 likes on a video. We're going to prove you wrong right now. So like the video, screw the bungles, show them who's boss. Let's get at least 300 likes, piss off Stone and all those Bungles fans, and we'll get started with today's show. According to reports, the Ravens are considered to be in contention to sign free agent safety Justin Simmons. Simmons, one of the best players available in free agency, still remains unsigned at this point in time, which is a shock to many as we are just a couple weeks away from training camp at this point. So what about Baltimore? Listen to this. Ravens Nation tweeting out the following. The Ravens could sign free agent safety Justin Simmons, who may be attracted by the chance to play for a Super Bowl contender per Clifton G. Brown. And why that's important, that last part there, before we go to our next graphic. Clifton G. Brown. He works for who? BaltimoreRavens.com. Okay, so he's got some sources, got some intel here. He doesn't tweet very much himself, but thankfully we got people like Ravens Nation pushing out the content that Clifton G. Brown is talking about. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. You know the rest. But yes, Justin Simmons in Baltimore, sign me up. I know the cap situation isn't great, but we've talked previously, the Ravens still have some moves to make to create some cap space that they haven't done yet with some extension candidates and some other cut candidates. So if they want Justin Simmons, they can make it happen. They can make it work. This would be brilliant for the Ravens to pull off this move if they can bring Justin Simmons in. Because let's face it, folks, here's the reality. The Baltimore Ravens need 3 starter quality safeties. We don't know if Ardarius Washington is starter quality right now. He might be, but we don't know that for certain. We know for certain Justin Simmons is. I mean, damn it, he was a 2-time or 4-time second-team All-Pro as recently as last season. Led the NFL in interceptions in 2022 for the former third-round pick out of Boston College back in 2016. The production has been very good for Justin Simmons. Last season was 70 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles. The year prior, 6 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, 69 nice tackles, and 2 tackles for loss. There is an obvious need here at this position. And some of you are coming to Ardarius Washington's defense and saying, hey, we're okay, it's going to be fine and all that. Well, think of it this way, all right? Ardarius Washington as your number 4 safety in a defense that uses 3 safeties, that I feel much more comfortable with. To me, that's fine. You look at Kyle Hamilton, and I think that this year, if he isn't already, is going to be one of the best players at his position in the entire NFL. We know Marcus Williams is a beast. He's something of his own right, of course. And then you had Justin Simmons. I mean, who's stopping this safety unit if that is the case? If the Ravens legit are serious and they pull this off, I mean, it's game over for everybody else out there. I mean, there's so many ways that Zach Orr can get creative with this safety unit and maximize their potential. And I know some people have question marks about the corner room. I think it was PFF the other day that rated the Ravens as having the 20th best cornerback room in the NFL, which is just absurd. I think it's much better than that. You got 3 legit safeties, then that's going to make everybody better. And it will ease concerns about that corner position, too, with the way you can spread guys out. So let's ask you, will the Ravens sign Justin Simmons? Are they going to do it or not? S for sign, P for pass. Those are your 2 options. Weigh in our pinned comment today. Let us know what you think. Ravens Rundown is closing in on 17,000 subscribers on the channel, just 83 away. 83, that's all. Stop whatever you're doing, hit that sub button, and stay alert with the latest happenings on your Baltimore Ravens all offseason long, where there is no offseason here on the channel. We have our daily news and rumors. We're bringing you Q&A mailbags. We're going to have some watch parties throughout the season. Anytime there's breaking news, signing, trade, whatever, we're going to bring it down here on the channel. Subscribe now for free. You'll be glad you did. Next up, let's shift gears, talk the quarterback position. Devin Leary was spoken highly of by Ravens quarterback coach T. Martin, according to reports that surfaced this week. He's caught the attention of Martin and the Ravens coaching staff. Here's what T. Martin had to say. Devin Leary's arm-talented, smart, and competitive. He can make all the throws on the field. He's doing a really good job of learning the offense and executing the offense. He played in a pro-style system at the University of Kentucky. His last year after playing 4 years at NC State, it's a different type of system, but we're kind of a marriage of both. He's comfortable in what we're doing. He's very talented, extremely talented. I look forward to him playing in the preseason. Finally, a positive report about Devin Leary, because up until this point, everything we've heard about Devin Leary this offseason has not been good. And we call balls and strikes around here, right? We see it. We call it like we see it, right? If a guy looks great, if a guy looks bad, we're going to tell you. We have no reason to beat around the bush here on Ravens Rundown. And up until today, everything about Devin Leary was not good of what we've heard. So this is positive. This is a big step in the right direction that Devin Leary is turning a corner, if you will, and a really good sign for the Ravens that they didn't just waste a sixth-round pick here on Devin Leary and a quarterback. We'll talk about the quarterback situation in just a moment, but be honest with me in the comments section. Are you buying into Devin Leary? Type B for believe, D for don't. Let me know if you believe in Leary or not. One guy we do believe in around here is Nate Wiggins. His jerseys are on sale now, chatsports.com/Wiggins. Trade out that one for the number 2. Got the purple option, the white. Also got the alternate black jersey available as well. Go see for yourself. Chatsports.com/Wiggins. Free shipping is available. You can get yours right in time for the NFL season. Go see for yourself. Link is in the comments and description of today's video. That's chatsports.com/Wiggins for more. More on Devin Leary, a sixth-round pick out of Kentucky, previously with NC State. Played for some really good coaches in the college level, from Dave Doran at NC State to Mark Stoops at Kentucky. So a good pedigree, good background that he was coached under. A lot of experience there at the college level. 42 career games played in college with 39 starts, a 24-15 overall record. And going into last year, he was the number 1 quarterback in the transfer portal. He was the most sought after of guys that entered the portal. Ultimately ends up in Kentucky, and the year didn't go that great. We're going to go over those numbers and show you here in just a bit. But the Ravens situation, when it comes to Devin Leary, ideally, the perfect scenario for the Baltimore Ravens would be if Devin Leary has a nice training camp and ultimately passes up Josh Johnson as the Ravens' number 2 QB. Because all that we've heard over the last year plus now about Todd Monken and his offense was that he wanted more of a pocket quarterback to be his number 2 guy. That Todd Monken, according to reports, multiple over the last year or so, that he wasn't high on Tyler Huntley. He wasn't high on Josh Johnson either, that he wanted more of a traditional pocket quarterback to be his backup QB. And Devin Leary would potentially be that answer that Todd Monken's been looking for. Now, the bad. This is the big area of concern. It's accuracy. Now, granted, we've seen some guys that struggled with accuracy at the college level, and they overcame it when they got to the NFL. You think about Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, just to name a few. But Devin Leary, this is where we're going to be real with y'all. He got worse year by year in college, folks. You go back to 2021. This guy looked like he was going to be the shit. Had 35 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Things were going well. Then took a significant step back in 2022. Only 11 touchdowns, 4 picks. Completion percentage dropped off from 57.7% or 67.5% to 61.1%. Then goes to NC State last year. Completion percentage was the worst of his career at 56.3%, through 12 interceptions, which was more interceptions than what he had in 2022 and 2021 combined. So that's got to be the big emphasis. And the reports that we had heard over OTAs and minicamp and all that was that he was struggling with turning over the football too much. So if he can clean up those things, if he can become more accurate and take care of the football, then this could be a pretty good situation. The Ravens might find their guy to be their number 2 quarterback. And then the other thing, one more thing before we get out of here today. Think about this as well. Devin Leary is a 6th-round pick, is probably going to force you, if he doesn't beat out Josh Johnson, to use another roster spot on a quarterback to go with 3. Okay? That's not great. If he beats out Josh Johnson, then you can justify, all right, we saved a roster spot. Then we can go with 2 quarterbacks on the active roster and use that other spot for a different position. Because ideally, you wouldn't want to have to carry more than 2 quarterbacks if you don't have to. You're not going to just cut a 6th-round pick and just give up already. At least you would think that way, unless he's just god-awful or something. We'll see. Will Devin Leary end up beating out Josh Johnson for the number 2 quarterback job in Baltimore? What do you guys think? Y for yes, N for no. You have 2 options here. Choose wisely. Y for yes, N for no. Let us know. If you enjoyed today's show, you want to stick it to Stoney and the Bengals, like the video, do your part. We certainly would appreciate it. I'm Tyler Jones. We'll see you next time.